Okay, to start creating your detail master map, you have to pick an area. I'm going to have all of these rooms and this hallway be included in my detail area A. So the first thing I'm going to actually do is I'm going to look at it and go, okay, what walls do I need to not have them be a room boundary? Because the way that I have to tag this is through by creating a room. However, rooms are enclosed by walls, which are automatically room boundaries. I have to take some of my walls and turn the room boundary off. For example, if I take this wall and uncheck the box that says room boundary, when I use the room tool, it now includes both areas. That is the kind of thing that I'm going to need to do on several walls. The nice part about this is you may have some walls that you really can't do that to, because if I did that to this one, it would include the garage in this area, which I'm not trying to include. So all I have to do is open one wall into each room. It's kind of like the paint bucket in a drawing program. If I open up just this wall as a room boundary, this utility room is now included. If I do the little section next to it as well, that will now include that wall, and so on and so forth. I don't need to room unboundary all of them, just one wall, so that our fill creeps into that area. Once you've unbound these rooms, I should be able to use my room tool to include all of this area. Now, I have already, through trying this, created a room boundary at this opening, because otherwise it will start to go out and grab these various areas. The way you do that is you take room separator and basically draw a line over any gaps in walls where maybe a room transitions to a hallway where there's no door. That's the way you're going to enclose this with room boundaries. Now that it is enclosed, I can take my room tool, click in here, and make that a room. On the information, I can get on that, and I'm going to actually place that in an area where it's not going to be in the way. I'm going to also change my room tag properties. Notice I clicked on the words. Click my room tag properties and just say room tag, not room tag with area. I'm going to take where it says 1 or 2 or whatever it says, and I'm going to take that number away. Where it says room, I'm going to type in detail A, and I need each one to be different. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever numbering system your teacher asks you to use. I will then continue creating other areas. I'm at least going to create a second area so that everybody can see what it looks like. Go back to architecture, go into room. I've got this already as another area. Got this as another area. And I've got this as a fourth area. So these are all my various ones. And I'm going to go in very quickly, change it to be just the tag, remove the number. I will call this detail B. Work my way around the house. Room tag. Detail C. No number. Last one over here. Detail D. No number. And just room tag. Okay. Once I have those areas tagged, I'm going to get out so it says floor plan in my properties menu. Down here, you'll see where it says color scheme. One option will say background. That'll stay the way it is. The other color scheme will say none. I'm going to click this. Under category, I'm going to go to rooms, and I'm going to go to room by name. What you will see here is I have some other things currently in my, so you're going to have to ignore those. But if you look at where it says detail A, B, C, and D, you can see that these are the names of the others. You'll notice the other ones are generic names, so it only takes it from the top box there. I guess in theory, thinking that you would have all bedrooms be one color, all bathrooms be another color. Anyways, you could change any of these colors to be whatever you need them to be. I believe that is more the bright blue. I'm going to change this green to more of a lighter green, so there's a little bit more difference there because they're right next to each. Actually, I'm going to change that to be an orange color because they're right next to each other. And I'm going to hit apply. Until I hit apply, those colors are not going to fill in. But here you can see I have my detail A, B, C, and D. And hopefully your text size is larger than this. For whatever reason, my text size is small, but yours will likely be larger than that. If not, we can work through that problem another time. What I do need to do, though, is go ahead and if I'm seeing my elevation arrows, I'm going to hide that category so I don't see it. If I'm seeing my crop window, I'm going to turn the, I'm going to turn it so that I can hide it. Okay, and I'm going to zoom and position this so it takes up the majority of the screen. Once I've done this, it's color-coded. My labels are all showing. And again, hopefully you've been able to make those larger because mine are too small right now. I'm going to go up to the File menu at the top, and I'm going to go to Export. And then I'm going to scroll down, which I have to do by clicking this, till I see Images and Animations. And I'm going to export an image. Now this window does two things for us. Number one, the top part tells us where it's going to go and what it's going to be called. Kind of normally that Save As window. We'll set that in a moment. The rest of it is your export options. We do want the current window. The size that they pick is fine. The format is fine. We don't need to actually change any of this. The only thing we need to do is hit change right here so we can get this window. So we can make sure that it goes under My Computer, in your network folder, wherever you're saving your architecture stuff, and gets saved into your architecture folder as Detail Map. In order to not overwrite this one, I'm going to go ahead and add a number 1 to the end of it to not override my previous example. And I'm going to hit Save. And once I do that, I have to hit OK. And the window that I have on my screen just became a picture that I'm going to use later on the sheets for my detail views.